is not set in stone. But is tarot just about what the cards show? It means that you go beyond the cards and take advantage of you. Many tarot readers are not to be trusted. They come to you for answers and you feed them lies. Hey there, my fellow spooky seekers. Welcome to another episode of Witchcraft Wednesdays. My name is Sissy or Mia, depending on which alter ego decides to show up. And I'm a psychic, medium, clairvoyant, basically a jack of all trades when it comes to the paranormal. Every Wednesday we sit down and we talk everything about witchcraft, tarot, deity work, angels, demons, and all that stuff. But we also have Paranormal Tuesdays where I'm reacting to paranormal investigations on YouTube and I'm telling you what I can see, hear, and feel. And spell work Sundays where I'm reacting to WitchTok spells and telling you how fucking bad they are. So if that is any of your jazz, then subscribe, hit that bell icon, because I'm here for you every week. Plus, going live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. GMT to answer all your witchy paranormal questions in live time. But if you don't get to be on those lives, don't worry, because I am answering every single one of your questions in a video form like this one, so ask away. And if you want spell work or tarot readings with me, website is down below. And since I talked about tarot readings, let's talk a bit about tarot, shall we? Because I'm not going to lie, I've been seeing some shit lately and some extremities that I just need to talk about it. And let's start with what tarot is and isn't. Okay, tarot is a form of divination. Okay, a way to get information that's outside of the normal physical means. Stalking, basically, without stalking. There's many forms of divination like bone readings, tea leaves, coffee grounds, wax reading, pendulums, yada 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 yada. There's many forms of divination, but tarot is the most common one. Now, what tarot isn't, it is not a fortune telling thing. Tarot picks up on current energy and current reality. I have talked about quantum physics before, so I suggest you go and watch that video. It's gonna be on the but basically there is infinite realities, okay, and the one that we put our attention to is the one that we are currently living in. So that's what the tarot picks up on, meaning that when you go and get a tarot reading, the tarot will pick up on the reality that you choose to be in, and it's showing you one of the infinite possibilities that could happen in that certain reality. So if we have infinite possibilities in this reality, then there's also infinite possibilities in the other reality. It picks up on. You can't pick up on infinite shit, can you? So tarot is not set in stone, which means that at any point you can change the trajectory of your life. So don't go all fucking ballistic when a tarot reader tells you something you don't fucking like. Our lives can change in seconds. So don't take a fucking tarot reading as gospel truth. Now, why is tarot reading one of the most common divination methods? Because technically it is the easiest to master. And notice how I said technically. It's because not many people actually master it, and I will talk more about this in a second. Why is it easy to master? Because of the imagery. I would suggest that if you are a beginner, you start with a classic Rider-Waite tarot deck. It's this tarot deck. I mean, it doesn't have to look like that, but it's the classic imagery. It's too fucking bright, but it is the classic. There we go. It is the classic imagery. Okay. And that's the Rider-Waite imagery. And why is it just that? Because the iconography tells you exactly what the card is about. And personally, I am a person with photographic memory, so I connect the imagery to the card. Like if I've seen something, I connect it with something and I can remember it like that. Now, will it take you a while to get used to it? Yes. Will it be easy if you have the image, this image to meaning connection? Also yes. But is tarot just about what the cards show? No. The reason why it's a form of divination and not something every person does is because it makes you use your intuition. What does that mean? It means that you go beyond the cards. And notice how I say beyond the cards and not beyond the meaning of the cards. And that's where many people don't actually master it comes in. Now, because it is technically easy to start reading, many people will take advantage of you. Many people will go beyond the meaning of the cards. Many people will show you the Three of Swords and tell you that your ex is coming back. Now, don't get me wrong. In conjunction with other cards, it could mean that. For example, if we had the Three of Swords, followed by the Wheel of Fortune, and then to the Two of Cups, then yes, it could mean that. But if they just show you just the Three of Swords and tell you that your ex is coming back, then fucking run the other way. If you see this card, what emotion does it bring you? Does it bring you joy? I think the fuck not. And that's when many tarot readers are not to be trusted. And that's why I had a complete mental breakdown on the fourth part of something called this Conjuring House. Many tarot readers will tell you what you want here. Many tarot readers will try to comfort you and take no consideration as to what the cards are actually saying. And before you start, there's nothing wrong with wanting to comfort people, okay? Nothing fucking wrong with that. But they come to you for answers and you feed them lies. Whether it's because you don't want to hurt them or because you don't actually care and you tell them what they want to hear so you get good reviews and therefore more money. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna make money that's based on lies. And of course, it wouldn't be me if I didn't give a personal example. I had someone on my Etsy shop come to me for a reading where I would be channeling 𝐾𝐲𝐬𝐬𝐴 and basically they're seeking answers from him. So I'm asking when I have my deck, I invoke 𝐾𝐲𝐬𝐬𝐴, so like, can you give me answers to that instead of just asking the deck? You can ask the deck or you can ask a deity. Now, that person was so excited because they thought a demon had ended the practice and they were over the moon about it because they want to get into demon magic. Now, they had created a close relationship with that demon and they had gotten very attached and they just wanted some guidance as to how to keep going. Now, I did the reading and it turned out that it was a trickster entity that was feeding off of them with every interaction, draining the person even more. That definitely wasn't what that person wanted to hear. They were attached. They had formed a close relationship. Definitely wasn't what they wanted to hear. Like, what do you mean it's a trickster entity that wants to feed off of me? Should I have lied to them and then continued having that interaction and them getting drained? No. I told them exactly what was the case. I still got the 5 stars because guess what? People appreciate realness. People appreciate honesty. And unfortunately, that's very rare for the tarot community these days. Now, I said that tarot is easy to learn. But where the hell do you start? And this is where I'm gonna put a shameless plug that if you join my 3rd tier on YouTube subscription, we do a monthly live where I am doing a reading for you and dissect the cards so you can understand how the mindset works and how you can easily remember the meanings. End of plug. But my personal opinion would be to start from the major arcana. Major arcana being the cards that are not suit cards. So I'm just going the first thing that came. Okay, Knight of Swords is a suit card because it is the swords, okay? But the Lovers is a major arcana, okay? Now, there are 22 major arcana cards. This means 22 meanings, right? Wrong. It's actually 44 meanings. I know I already lost you here because you're like, fucking hell, if it's 44 minutes just for the major arcana, then it's 112 meanings for the minor, so 156 possible meanings. That's too much for me. So don't say it like that, because the reason why there are 2 meanings is because tarot can be read both upright and reversed. Now, with reversed being the exact opposite of the upright position. So if you know the upright meaning, you already know the reversed. Now, why am I saying start with a major? It's because obviously they're less than the minor. So start and get used to the meaning of them. And let's go with let's dissect the Fool card for a second. The Fool is numbered 0 on the tarot. It represents beginnings and ends. It represents eternity. There's not one or the other. It's both of them at the same time. Now, I said imagery is very important to tarot. So let's have a look at it. We have a young man, right, strolling towards the end of a cliff with no fucking care in the world. We have the rising sun on the top of the card, representing the start of a journey. Now, the man holds a black wand with a pouch wallet at the end of it. The wand represents the burden of past experiences, and the pouch slash wallet represents memory and instinct. Now he's holding a white rose, which represents purity. Even his clothing represents purity and aloofness. The white dog represents evolution, from beast to man, how we control nature and not the other way around. We see a cliff, and we have no idea what is on the other side of it. This represents the leap of faith the Fool must take to get to the next part of their journey. And there is so much more just on this imagery that is just like, if I continue it, it would be like never ending. But you see how through such a small card, such a bigger picture is emerged. And I want you to take each card and pick them up and see what emotion flows through you, what emotion they bring you. And I will link down a few websites where you can go and check their meanings for both upright and reversed. But if the Fool upright represents new beginnings and being brave enough to take that leap, what would the reversed be? Would it be holding back? Now, as you get accustomed to the meanings of the major arcana, I want you to start giving yourself like small readings with just the major arcana. Do a 3-card spread, okay? And see the possible meanings it could have based on the major arcana. So for example, if we had the Fool, the Lovers, and the Hermit, one of the possible meanings could be that if you want a romantic relationship, you need to get out of your comfort zone, take risks, and try things that you haven't before. And again, that's one of the possible meanings. Do that until you're like absolutely confident with those cards, both upright and reversed, and then do the same for every suit. Okay? I would suggest doing 1 suit at a time, get comfortable, and then mix that suit with the major arcana and do another 3-card spread. And then continue to the next suit when you're feeling confident, you know. And then mixing. So for example, if you started with a sword suit, mix the sword and the major arcana, you'll feel confident with both of them. Then you go to the wand suit. Then you feel confident with a wand, you mix wand, sword, and major arcana. And go on and go on and go on. Use the imagery to your advantage. That's what I'm saying. In my personal opinion, I think beginners should get the classic Rider-Waite. Because when we start, we all want the fancy decks. But let me tell you, I've been reading for 3 years and I still go for the Rider-Waite imagery if I can. And my most trusted and loved one is the classic one. It has seen its fair share, you can't really tell. Even like when it's like fancier, which of course the most beautiful one would be Aphrodite's. It still has the classic imagery, right? Because my memory works like that, but it's like black and gold. And you know, sometimes it's hard for me when I have fancy decks that have like everything else but the Rider-Waite imagery. For example, don't get me wrong, I love my occult tarot, which has the demons, right? We have Asmodeus, we have like all the demons here. And they have like Asmodeus is the King of Wands. I have to consciously go in my mind and think, what is the King of Wands in the Rider-Waite? And then that's how I connect it. So that's what I'm saying. Just start with a Rider-Waite, because I do feel like the imagery will help you a lot. So please, before you start giving other people tarot readings, please make sure to be confident with it first, and please be honest with people, because many people will tell you shit, will go beyond the meaning of the cards, and they will fucking charge you £1,500 for shit. And we're not doing that here, okay? Be confident, and before you start giving other people readings, get the Rider-Waite. Check the links down below, because everything is easily accessible to you, so there's no excuse to be like, oh, I can't find it. And also every deck comes with a booklet. It comes with a booklet. Where is it? For example, Aphrodite's. It has here. Oh, fucking right. Justice. It says justice. The due process of life requires you show up and put yourself out there for yourself and others. Karma helps you to reap what you sow. Everything comes back around. Justice sword always points to the truth. You know, it tells you what every single one of them mean. And then it goes to the suits. If you don't want to fucking read that, go to the fucking website. Every deck comes with a booklet. Read. It's not hard. I think most of you know how to read words, right? Now, reading tarot is another thing. You know how to read. Take advantage of that. And then you'll see how the intuition comes in. And I've made a video about how to develop that. And that also takes trust and confidence and learning to accept yourself and see that this is actually true. The amount of times, even to my friends, that they don't really believe in it, they were like, okay, whatever, just fucking give me a tarot reading or whatever. Like, I don't fucking believe in it. And they're a couple, and they're trying to do life together. And I did this tarot reading for them. And, you know, I told them the meaning, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm also feeling like, for example, there was the, was it the King of Swords? No, it was the King of Pentacles. It was the King of Pentacles. And I'm like, I feel like this is your dad. Like, the King of Pentacles is being represented by your dad. And I feel like your dad somehow, he's gonna help you financially or in professional manner, right? That's when the intuition came in. And they just looked at each other. I'm like, how the fuck did you know? Like, what do you mean? It's just like, that's what the cards say. Like, and then they told me some of the things, obviously personal stuff. I'm not gonna put that out here. But they just, people who didn't believe in it, they were like, how the fuck? You know? So that's when the intuition comes in. And I've done that before many times. Like, I feel like represented by this person, or like I feel like this is this, because the cards could show you for one thing, and it just be like, then your intuition is like, yeah, but this is not what we're talking about. Like, yeah, you're telling me this, but I don't feel like it's for this thing. Or like, I am doing a reading for my friend, and it's like, yeah, but that doesn't apply to her. I feel like this is for me. The intuition will come in by itself the more you become confident in your tarot reading, and the more you become confident in developing your intuition and your clairsenses stuff. So be honest with people, be confident in yourself before you start giving. The thing with myself is like, I'm very confident with giving tarot readings for other people, but not for myself. It's like, you're showing me something good. That must be wrong. That must not be for me. You know? So, yeah. So, yeah, be confident. Be fucking honest. And don't go beyond the meaning of the cards. Going beyond the cards is different, but going beyond the meaning of the cards is just playing up wrong. And you're gonna be the people that I'm calling out. So,